Hi there. I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and we're going to take a look at the third of the three really quiet Akasa fans. This one is the Akasa Silent Color. Only 17.5 decibels. Whoops, which it says right there. And there's not much information on this. I had to get it off of their website, which is more complete. It does come with, aside from the screws, an adapter so you can daisy chain the fan because it is not by itself daisy chainable. So it's got a 3-pin to 3-pin, plus you can power it with a MolXD to the power supply. So, hooray for all that crap. For those of you who are still enamored of MolXD, I've always hated MolXD. And if you're wondering why, it's because they are not easy to plug in together because the pins wobble around too much. There's a specific technique you have to use, and basically that's holding on to the very end where the wires are going into the connector. And yeah, it's still kind of hit or miss even then. But hey, you can only do what you can only do, right? And this is what it looks like. Kind of a nice looking. It's called Emperor Blue. Almost purple. Used to love that color. Well, I still do. But purple's my favorite. Well, one of them. I've got lots of favorites nowadays. I don't really care about that crap anymore. You don't have to have a favorite. That's the truth. You just get taught that when you're learning a language. All right, well, let's find out about the noise level. Now, this is a sleeve bearing, so it's probably going to sound kind of noisy like the quiet fan. A little bit of grinding there. I can hear it kind of grinding a little bit. Pretty quiet so far. Pretty quiet, actually. And the noise is very low level. Low tone. Let's see how that stacks up against the noise of the Noctua, which is definitely louder. Yeah, it drowns it out. Now, I am curious to hear how this compares to the other two so-called Akasa quiet fans that I've got. So let's go ahead and compare it to the orange one, the ultra quiet, which is slightly louder, supposedly, even though it's ultra quiet, which I think is just kind of dorky. All right, let's get that one going. And that one going. Perceptually, this one is louder because the tone of it is higher. But this one is also... Yeah, this one, the bearings are making some noise, which is kind of... Yeah, so this one definitely seems to be a little bit louder. Let's swap that out for the other quiet fan. So much fun playing with fans. it weren't for you guys, what would I do? Okay, still very, very quiet. You can hear the rattling of the bearings of the black one. I'm going to say that the black one is a little bit louder than the Emperor Blue one, but it's very marginal. Yeah, definitely louder. That said, none of these are powerful fans, and as you'll see in a moment when I show you the specifications, you're going to be like, well, why did they take the time to make 3 fans with almost identical specifications and lie, marketing BS about which one was the quiet one? And I would love to be able to answer that question. Unfortunately, I don't really understand why they do that nonsense, but let's take a look at the specs. All right, Akasa Silent Color the AK-191BL, and it has the same model number stamped on it as the quiet fan, the DFS 1225-12L. Okay, and it's a $9 fan. For quietness, fantastic, but otherwise, I think it's a little bit too much money. Certified by CE and ROHS, made in China, 120 by 25 millimeters, 30,000 hours of life versus over 150,000 for the Noctua and a 1225. 2-year warranty versus 6 years. 100 grams versus 200 grams. I'm not comparing it to the quiet and the ultra quiet because, quite frankly, there's almost no significant difference between the 3 of them, other than the fact that the quiet is the heaviest and also slightly more pressure than the silent. And so, yeah, they've all got 7 blades. The Noctua has 9, 1200 RPMs. 39.76 CFMs of airflow, 1.33 millimeters of water for the static pressure, 17.5 decibels maximum. And we're talking about a huge difference between that and the Noctua because they don't have these fans spinning fast enough. So the Noctua has maximum of 2,000 RPMs, 102.1 CFMs, 2.34 millimeters of water, and 22. Well, it isn't 22.6. It's louder than that. But anyways, the as usual, 31 centimeters for the cable. You can daisy chain it if you use the included adapter. It's not sleeved. 3-pin DC sleeve bearing. 12 volts, 2.16 watts, 0.18 amps. And the indications for rotation and flow are missing. It's a clockwise spinning fan. Includes only 4 screws and the 3-pin daisy chain adapter that has a 2-pin Molex attached for power from the power supply. And that's all. So which one should you buy? Well, they come in other colors than just black, orange, and blue. So I would take a look at which ones they've got available, and I certainly wouldn't pay more than $10 for any of these. In fact, I would pay like $5 because they're really not worth that much money given how slowly they move. It would be nice if you could find one that was, say, 2,000 RPMs though. But it's probably not going to be that quiet then, is it? Right. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Please like, subscribe, and share.